Hello students, welcome to one more session. Students, in this class, I want to discuss with you an assignment key. Students, from few classes onwards, we had been learning the nervous system. So here, I think this is the first assignment. Already we have learnt the nervous system in the class and in the Zoom classes, in the regular Zoom classes. But in this class, I want to discuss with you an assignment key with the help of awesome solutions and exciting keys. Now, let us see the first question, students. I am reading the question and I want to explain the answer for that question. What helps us to respond to stimuli? Who helps us to respond to particular stimuli? We have to learn. So, what helps us to respond to stimuli? You know that the responding to stimuli starts from detecting changes. You know that there are certain kind of changes occurs in the environment. We have been getting different types of climatic conditions. During summer, we are getting the heat or the temperature. During winter, we are getting rain, which means colder climatic conditions. During remaining seasons, in the various seasons, we have been getting different types of external pressures. These external pressures are considered as stimuli. What it is called? Stimuli. A stimuli is nothing but an external pressure which received by our body's teamwork is generally called as a stimuli. Now, the stimuli starts from detecting changes and there are sequential events that are occurring in the detecting certain kind of climatic conditions. So, these sequential changes are responsible for identification of an external pressure which are generally received by the or coming from the external sources. Now, let us see students next question, second one. Do you think body's teamwork maintain functioning of our body? Justify your statement. Is absolutely true? Yes, I'll say yes. Yes, our body teamwork helps us to maintain our body in a proper functioning in a proper way. Our body's teamwork helps us to proper functioning of our body in a proper way. Suppose take maintaining our body functioning completely depending upon the organ system. So, suppose take a musculoskeletal system or muscular skeleton system. Here the muscular skeletal system helps in the proper movement of body in different positions like walking or moving or running or jumping and also it helps for swimming In these movements, the musculoskeletal system which plays an important role. For all these kind of movements, what we required? Only the musculoskeletal system. If you want to walk properly on the road, your musculoskeletal system required to proper function. So, it should be functioning in a proper way, otherwise what will happen? We can't stand, we can't walk, we can't jump, we can't swim or we can't play the games during leisure time or during the games period. Anyway, the musculoskeletal system which plays a crucial role the movement of our body. Not only this, if suppose see, if you want to be healthy, your immune system should be well developed or your immune cells should be in active position. So, immune system is under the control of immunity. Immune cells are produced by the immunity organs. There are some separate organs which produces the immune cells. They are called immune organs. So, anyway, if you want to receive proper amount of oxygen, if you want to be healthy, you know that oxygen is required for the cells. Who will supply the oxygen to the cells? Know that the blood circulatory system plays an important role, the supply of oxygen to each and every cell. Clear, students? So, circulatory system helps in the transportation of substances like oxygen, nutrients, minerals, whatever the cells required. All these substances are transported with the help of the blood. You know that every organ system has its proper or crucial role in our body. So, anyway, the body's teamwork maintains proper functioning of our body. It's absolutely true. Going for the third question, students. Third one, what is myelin sheath, how it is made, what is its function? You know that if you look at the structure of a nerve cell, how the nerve cell looks like, you know that the nerve cell generally looks like this. The nerve cell is a branched structure which looks like this. The nerve cell is a branched structure. The nerve cell is generally covered by a sheet, a fatty sheet, white color fatty sheet, which is generally called as, or scientifically called as, myelin sheet. What it is called? Myelin sheet. Myelin sheet is a fatty layer. It is made up of fats. What is the function of this myelin sheet? It gives protection. What it gives? It gives protection to the nerve cell from external shocks and injuries. So, a myelin sheet is a fatty layer which gives protection to the nerve cell, especially the fatty tissue called myelin sheet. It surrounds a pole-like structure of nerve cell called axon. Okay. What is another function of myelin sheet? It helps in the transmission of nerve impulses from one place to another place. Transmission of nerve impulses from one place to another place. That is about a myelin sheet. How it is made? How it is made? It is made up of fat, white color fatty layer. What is its function? It gives protection to the axon as well as helps in the transmission of impulses or information from one place to another place. Look at the fourth question, students. What happens at the synapse between two neurons? What do you mean by synapse? Already we have learned. Once again, let us see what is the synapse. What happens at the synapse between two neurons? Suppose look at the synapse. What do you mean by synapse? Try to recollect. What do you mean by synapse? What do you mean by synapse? A synapse is a junction between two neurons. What do you mean by synapse? A synapse is a junction between two neurons. So generally the synapse looks like this. The synapse generally looks like this. So let me explain how this synapse works. So in this, especially this area, generally look at the diagram once, you will get an idea about synapse. In this area, especially in this area, it is called as a synapse. There is a small gap or there is a small interconnection is seen in between two neurons. This interconnection is called as a synapse. What is the function of synapse? The synapse helps in the exchange of information. What it helps? It helps in the exchange of information between one neuron to another neuron. Anyway, the information is passed from one nerve cell to another nerve cell through a junction or through a special structure which is called as a synaptic junction or synaptic knob. Okay. So the synapse helps in the exchanging of information. The information will be exchanged in the form of chemicals or chemical signals. Okay. There are some certain kind of chemicals which carries information from one neuron dendrites to another neuron dendrites. So synapse formed in between two neurons and their dendrites. Two neurons and their dendrites. Most important question among entire nervous system. One of the most important question. Even the question is important for the higher classes also. Clear, students? Going for the fifth question. What is a synapse? Just now I have said to you, a synapse is a junction or interconnection, junction or interconnection, junction or interconnection, which is generally called as a synapse. So exactly how can you define a synapse? The interconnection between two neurons is called as a synapse. Okay, Nana? Already I have shown a diagram in the previous question, and once again I will show. If you look at the neurons are generally looks like this, and take one more neuron also. Here take one more neuron. Here one more neuron is there. So this is one more neuron. So in between the two neurons there is a small interconnection which is called as a synapse, through which information is passed from one nerve cell to another nerve cell. Clear, students? This is about a synapse and its junction. So a synaptic junction helps in the exchanging of information. So in many nerve cells, information is passed from one nerve cell to another nerve cell through the synapse only. Okay, a synapse is a functional area of a certain kind of nerves which are present in our body. Okay, there may be presynaptic nerves or postsynaptic nerves, whatever it will be. So the information is passed from one nerve cell dendrites to another nerve cell dendrites in a particular area called as synapse. Clear, students? Going for, so these are the assignment keys, these are the questions and their solutions and awesome diagrams which are given in this assignment. Remaining we will discuss later, students. Until, be safe at home, do not touch any unknown objects. Thank you, have a nice day.